been such a long time since I've spoken about this band or thought about them at all. Arcane Roots are back. This is a pretty small progressive band from, I believe, London. I know they're an English band, and I really don't know how to describe them because I think every album, every EP that they've put out in their career has been so different from everything else. Like, they completely change identities, change sounds, and attack something new every time they release something, which is just crazy. But these guys are the definition of innovation. They've had some of the heaviest things that I've heard in a long time and some of the softest, most danceable electronic. They got some fusion stuff going on and remind me of a whole pot full of different bands without really sounding specifically like anyone. They really got their own thing going on here. And because of that, I have no idea what to expect here with their return. I just didn't know they were ever going to come back. It's been about 8 years since their last release with that EP that I think was mostly covers, if I'm not mistaken. And their last full-length album, a bit boring to me. I didn't think there was all that much going on there, and especially compared to some of their earlier, heavier stuff. Their 2013 album, Blood and Chemistry in particular, has some of their best ever material for me. It's such a great balance. You got songs like Slow, Hell and High Water, Belief, just an incredible album there. And I'm really hoping for something like that, but again, no clue what could have happened to a band that has had so many changes in their career after such a long break. I'm just excited that they're back, and they've really been promoting the shit out of this new song, A Wave Across the Sea. Let's go check out all 5 minutes and 56 seconds of Arcane Roots' return to the progressive scene. Let's go. I could not be going into this more blind than I am. Like, no idea where any of this is gonna go. Yes, please start this slow. Lovely chord choices. God, there's such a warmth to the tone of that piano.
Now I know just why you call for me.
There he is.
And I was there when I feel your heart and slow. Oh,
Damn.
so I whisper and away.
If there's one thing I know them for, it's these striking sporadic vocal lines, bellowing melodies that just come out of nowhere. Powerful, commanding, high register voice that he has. Oh, I was fully hearing this in a 6/8 kind of triplet cadence. I guess it still kind of is. Not really. Love that they're building up, not afraid to just slowly work their way back into things. This is on brand with the last album so far, though. Oh, I see the lyrics popping up on the screen there. That's cool. Whoa. I needed that. Wow, that was beautiful. God, the dynamic control. Oh! Wow. Fastest 6 minutes of my life might just be. I know it's just a visualizer, not technically a music video, but there's a lot going on here and there's a lot playing into it. You could actually see all of the lyrics going on the whole time in that little window, the little computer there. And the motion in the visualizer is what triggered me into realizing there was a breakdown happening. It wasn't the audio cues or anything. That was a very, very interesting song. I always appreciate when there's like a new band on the scene and their first song on their first EP or album starts off nice and slow. Maybe you get a little bit of piano moving in there, some soft, empty spaces to build up and not just throwing you into everything, because a lot of the times you want to just throw everything around and see what lands well with the audience. And I think that applies for a big return as well, when there's so much anticipation, so much hype, you know, lots of emotions, especially with the band like this where people didn't realize they were actually going to come back. I think you have to calm those emotions down a little bit and actually let people sink into the new sound and whatever you're coming from, because these guys are coming off of 8 years of experiences in life that could have influenced the songwriting for this new music. It was a whole gradual 3.5 minute build up to that first climax and that bridge section that just exploded out. Gave me a little bit of Agent Fresco sensibilities, and I only say that because it's such a huge compliment. I think more than the melodies and the production of it all, the thing that reminded me of Agent Fresco is the lyrics in that part. You know, the lyrics conveyed the emotion more than the melody for me, which usually doesn't happen, especially because it's a great melody, but asking, "Are you afraid to breathe in the silence?" It hit me in a cool way. Again, I think the best part of this song and the biggest strength is the way that the dynamics build and move around like a big wave. They suction their way back down after that and then hit you with the huge breakdown with the kind of suppressed, harsher vocals. And then it slowly transitions its way into the final outro of the song. The clean vocals work their way back in. You get more depth with the synths and a kind of warmth that's more eerie than anything. Kind of feels like a siren or a warning call to end the song. And that transition was so effortless, you couldn't even notice it happened until it was fully established. So that's another sign of great songwriting. Another thing that I haven't always loved with this band, I think he's a very talented vocalist, but sometimes those extreme high ends in the delivery, so far out in the mix, so much shrieking and shouting in some of the songs that it's a bit much for me, and I think it isn't quite as tasteful. But during the climaxes here, done an incredible job, and I think he's really matured his vocals, at least for this first single. Whether this is going to be an album or an EP, I thought that was a huge highlight, and I just can't express how much I love that bridge section. The slow build-up again was fantastic. I loved how tasteful the piano was. I think I'm gonna have to figure out more of why the breakdown was a big part of this, because I do think it fit tonally. I really want to take a look at the lyrics because they were displayed on the screen. I feel like this kind of feels like a message from the future almost, because visually you're getting this whole broken down, encrypted red computerized setup with these warning calls and these flashing, like it's very dystopian and dark, but it has this futuristic sensibility, and the production is very crackly, very cyborgic, very computerized. You hear all these little production elements, these, computerized digital sound effects coming in through all of it. It feels like you're listening to the whole thing through this like futuristic microphone, and there's synths going on over the guitars and the breakdowns to make it feel like something that you haven't heard before, it's very thought-provoking. I think that's the main thing I can say about this, is it's very thought-provoking, and I'm even more curious where they're going to go from here. I'd say a very strong return from these guys, and maybe a bit more of a focused direction than we've seen in the past from Arcane Roots. Let me know what you guys thought of the track below, if you think this compares to their older stuff, if it's even better or not. An exciting one to look out for this year that I wasn't expecting. Maybe we'll get some more returns that have been a long time due. I'll see you guys next time.